Hi guys, Jason here with Jason's Creative Adventures, and behind me here I have what I'm going to use for a couple demos for the split stick deadfall trap. And there's a couple of variations. I can think of about 3 different ways you could probably do it. I know two for sure. And then there's probably minor little ways that it can be changed, which would probably account for different people's different way of carving things as they make the pieces for this. So there's one version where you cut the stick in half and put a groove in it and put the bait stick, and then you precariously balance the deadfall on top of that, and it's designed so that when the animal pulls on that stick it knocks out from under, and if you place the bait stick in there just right, it's supposed to collapse the deadfall down on top of the animal. The other way is you take and you cut halfway through. You can either use one stick. If you cut it right and can get it to split right, you can use the same stick. Otherwise you take 2 different sticks and cut them so they fit together, kind of notched, so that they're kind of like 2 backwards L7s sit on top of each other. Not necessarily the same length, so there's a little bit of a gap on one of them, and then with a little bit of a sloped edge on at least one of the edges. And then you I've seen it a couple different ways. I've seen it to where they somehow are able to get that bait stick to stick right in the center of the split, and then I've seen where they've stuck it up on the top part of the L7 so that when the animal pulls down on it, it pulls it forward, and all the weight makes it all kind of go flying outwards of the trap. So we're gonna see if we can't try both ways, and we don't got a whole lot of daylight left. It's actually getting darker than what it looks like. It's like 7:30, so let's see if we can't do this. I'm going to cut a stick. I'm gonna do this all with my Leatherman because this should be a very simple thing to do. So I'm gonna find a stick, and there's all kinds of options here. I think I found it. That's my knife. Where's my... Okay, here's my saw. So shoot you over here to this wood pile here, and we don't need a very big stick, so what we can do is, I think even rotten will work as long as it's still in good enough condition that it's just not going to totally fall apart. So we'll break this, make this easier on us. Here we go. This will work a lot better. Alright, so we got that cut. Now let's make this a little straighter. Okay. Still a little curved. Get you up here. Still kind of curved. Not sure if there's much I can do about that. Well, let's take and cut this sucker directly in half, like the easier version. So we'll cut this straight in half. Which will not be easy. You got such a little piece. Guess I'll stick on here. Alright, got the two parts. Now, the idea is smooth out some of this. All right. Now, what you want to do is find you whatever you're going to use for your bait stick, and it could be this. Could be this little twig right here, which we just might use that. So we'll fix up the end of the stick later. What you want to do is, whoops, you want to get a groove for that twig to sit in between both bottom and top pieces. When you set this down, be very careful not to cut yourself. Okay. Almost. Okay. Now let's do a little bit on the top part. This is the part that's got kind of curve to it. So this is going to be fun to try to get it to work. Now let's see how well that fits in there now. As long as it fits in there enough. Yeah, we got a lot more work to do. A lot more. Okay. Getting there. Now I should probably do some more work on this side. Alright, we're getting there. Let's see if this will set up now as is. So let me get you a different view here. We'll try that. Alright. You guys see that? Alright, let's try to do this a little better. Maybe try to go from this end. Get this in place. I don't know if you see how I'm doing that. Make a groove on both pieces and you stick that right there. And then it's playing around. You might want to turn this forward. This might set better, it might not. It's all a matter of playing around with it till you get it just right. Then It's all a matter of playing around with this. Let's see. I need a better way to get you guys a good view of this. And my tripod doesn't go down that low. Okay, I got you guys on my knee. Okay. It's all a matter of playing around with this. Maybe even trying different sticks. This doesn't take very long to make. Obviously, I've been spending more time messing with this part of it. Alright, that is set up, folks. See over there, that's where the bait stick is. You'd put something on there, and then something comes in here. Messes with that. Oh, this is, oh. Yep. So that is the first version of the split stick Deadfall. The other is pretty much the same thing, other than you take two sticks of the same stick and make two L deals and try to stick them together. Let's see if we can do that while we still got a little bit of daylight. No, hardly any, but I think you're able to at least somewhat see. So let's take advantage of the last little bit. So let me find a new stick to make that with. All right, we're gonna attempt to use, this is my first one. Now we're going to attempt, I'm going to get a better stick. Okay, let's cut that right there, and then we'll cut this about right here. Let's see, get you over here a little more so you can see better. Make it about this big. Alright, cooperate. Alright, so got a steak about that big. Now, what you want to do is you want to cut halfway down. on one side. Is that halfway? Yeah, pretty much. Okay, flip it over. Halfway. Now, okay, it's getting dark out, so you might have trouble seeing this. So, got halfway down on this side one direction, then about halfway down the other way. And now we just got to split it in half, so we got like 2 7 sticks, or an L and 7, but it's not really a. So that's going to be interesting. Let's see. Let's see here. Use some to. Well, that kind of worked. Now you want to cut down. So now we got 2. Now we want to make it so one's a little shorter than the other. So we're going to cut off. I'm going to put this thing away. Come on, come on. So now we're going to take some of this off. Alright, now it's not they're not the same height. Now we want to kind of slope one of these a little bit. Oops. Here we go. Anyhow. Alright, now I know you can barely see this. Hopefully if it was some video editing, you guys will be able to see this. Got a slope up here. Wait, no. Got a slope right there. And that doesn't have a slope, but it's shorter. What there is there's a hole right there. You can take this. We might even be able to take and shave a little bit of this off. Shave that off a little bit, so maybe that will fit. In there. Alright, now you should be able to see what I'm showing you. Okay. And then I tapered this side. So there's that side. This side's just flat right there and flat right there. They're designed to fit like this. I purposely made it so that it was shorter on one end. Okay, we lost our light. There. One of these lights is motion. Alright. Stick that there. See. Might have to do minor adjustments here. Okay, making a little bit more of a taper there. Okay. Now, where did my bait stick go? Right here. Alright, make sure that this will fit. Alright. There you go. Let me show you this thing. It's very, very sensitive. And there's the bait stick. This thing is just barely holding together. If I bump it, it'll probably fall apart. So, this is the first style I kind of saw, only they had the stick stuck in between here in the middle somehow. This is up here. So there's different variations or ways you can do this, but the basic idea is to get a stick in there, have a stick split, either by what I did with these, with the two grooves. So we'll show you that one again. So which one do you like? The L7, I'm going to call it the L7 version. It's one way to do it. So let's set that off. Same bait stick. I'm going to set the L7 over here. We're going to set this one maybe, if I didn't mess it up by carving it too much. Maybe I'll have to put this more so. Alright. Okay, so out of these two versions, two split stick versions, which one do you like better? You just put bait in there. I think this one's a lot more, this one's easier to make in a hurry. They're both pretty quick though, but doesn't take much to set it off. But this one would have to be done a little bit better, so it would fall faster and hurt. That time I don't even think that would have killed something. That would have just barely hurt. I don't even think it would have hurt a mouse as slowly as that came down that time. And you probably want to use, if you were going to use this setup with this log and this deal, you would want to use maybe some different sticks of that nature. But that's the basic idea, guys. So I'm just back out in your backyard trying that. I'm trying to get these traps tried and practicing them, and this was a way I could do that. Hopefully I didn't take too much time doing this. I just knocked out 2 variations of the same, almost like doing 2 different traps at the same time, but it was basically the same trap, just done 2 different variations. And there's probably all sorts of different ways that you could set this up. So thanks guys, that's it. I want to hear from you which you like better. This is me practicing all these traps. Thank you.